I just initially wanted to ask around team news. Has there been any change since the last game?
No, we lost Joe Veltman. I don't know if the next game against Man United can be available or not. At the moment, he can't play. And other news, no, I think the same.
Can you give us any insight into his injury?
About Joe Veltman or the other? Mm-hmm. Joe? And I don't know yet if he can play Sunday, but at the moment he can't play.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask around, I guess, we saw the news that Lallana is going to be leaving at the end of this season. After 4 years at Brighton, he's been an exceptional addition to this team. I just wanted to get some thoughts on that and how much of a miss he'll be.
We'll lose a great player, a great man. I think he's very smart, and he can play also if he is not in the perfect physical condition. No, he can play 90 minutes for 2 games in 3 days, for example. But anyway, he's still an incredible player. I've been lucky to work with him because he's an honest guy. He's a top man, and I learn a lot from him because he loves football. He could be a coach now because he understands football. He understands everything is in football. He will be a big loss for us, but anyway, we have to move on, and we can play with other young players to improve inside of dressing room. The leadership of Adam is clear, but we need maybe Facundo, Julio, Joao to progress in personality, in leadership.
Lovely, thank you. Looking ahead to this fixture against Chelsea, only Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal have picked up more points than them this side of the year, so since January in the Premier League. So they've kind of had a complete turnaround, I guess, towards the beginning part of the season. I guess coming into this game, what can you expect from them, and what's your thoughts on the job that Pochettino has done so far?
Yes, they are playing very well. I think they deserve to fight to reach a European position on the table. Pochettino is a top coach, and they have top players, very young, but they are improving game by game. I think they play better, and I watched the last 5-6 games. I think for them it was crucial, the game against Man United at home, when they were losing 3-2, and the extra time they won for free. But at the end they deserve what they are doing.
Lovely, thank you, best of luck.
How Cole Palmer has had a lot of headlines, has been a star this season. How good would Chelsea, how much do they rely on Cole Palmer?
Listen, we tried to bring him at the beginning of and the last transfer market session last summer. We thought he could be a top player. The qualities of Palmer are clear, I think, for everybody, but not now when he played in Man City. And this season he's playing very well. He's scoring a lot of goals. Is a problem for us tomorrow because he can start from winger position and come inside, or number 10 as well. The quality of Palmer is very high.
How close was he to coming here? Was it ever
No,
near?
I don't know. We spoke, but we spoke a lot of other players. I don't know. I didn't know the real situation, no, the real negotiation. Yeah.
He played in Mikhailo Mudryk for the opening goal against Forest. You've spoken in very glowing terms about Mudryk in the past. Are you seeing the sort of magic you know he has in his boots more often as his season goes on?
I think he's improving. I think it was tough for him change country, change level of the difficulty of the league. For sure, the competition inside of the Chelsea squad is higher than Shakhtar, but he's a smart guy. He loves football, and I think the management of the club of Pochettino has been right, because now he's playing very well, I think, and he's a big talent.
I think you described him as a son, didn't you? Will you seek him out tomorrow for a chat afterwards?
L'hai descritto come un figlio, no? Domani avrai il modo di parlarci assieme dopo la partita.
Yes, for me, the young, especially the young player, but not always only the young players. I'm able to create a good relationship. Carlos Baleva, Julio Enciso, Facundo Buonanotte. The relationship is different, no, because they need something more than old players. And for my former players, nothing changed for me. During the game, I would like to beat everyone, but I can't forget what we spent together in Ukraine, for sure. And I am the first big fans of Mikhailo, the other former players.
And with Adam Lallana, you said you'd learnt a lot from him. Can you give us an example of something he taught you, something you learnt from him?
But first of all, at the beginning of my time in Brighton, he has been one of the crucial players to introduce inside of the Premier League football, the different country, and I can't forget that for sure. Second one, we have spoken a lot together in my office about football, but about football, no, about Brighton or one game of Brighton. But in general, we spoke about a lot about Jurgen Klopp, the methodology of Jurgen, the ideas on football, because football is a serious thing, and we are not a robot. We go on the pitch and we work. No, we love football, and if you love football, you live with football and in football.
And regarding his influence in the dressing room, is there what one thing will be the hardest to replace about him?
He's very exigent, demanding, yes, and is important in Brighton, because Brighton, we have the target, the top 10, but Adam Lallana or the other players, if they want to reach higher target, is good for everyone, for the club, for the improvement of the club, the improvement of the coaches, the people inside of the club.
Thank you very much.
Roberto, you mentioned that some players may try to become leaders, like João Pedro, but also Facundo Buonanotte. What do you make of Facundo's progress this season? Because at one stage I think he was going to maybe go alone, but he decided to stay, or you kept him. What have you made of what he's achieved?
Yes, I think he has had important chance, because with March injuries he could play a lot of time in the first 11. We can say he's not a right winger, because he's not so fast, he's not so powerful, but I think he has played well, especially if you think he's 2004, and he's a smart player. He has the right attitude. I think he can improve in the crucial part of the pitch, because the level of the players can change depending of the choice you make, no? And sometimes he makes too many mistakes in the last part of the pitch, in assistance, on the shoot, the last decision anyway.
But physically, do you think he's learned a little bit, because he seems a little bit stronger now, and the physicality of the Premier League?
It's not so easy improving physically, because he works on the gym, he works hard on the pitch, but his natural qualities, he can improve in what I said, no? For example, in Newcastle game, he made 2-3 mistakes receiving the ball between the line, and if he will be cleaner, he can make more assistance or more crucial solution.
Joel Weltman's missing. Tariq Lamptey came on to make his 100th appearance for the club at the weekend. How good would it be to have a injury-free Tariq Lamptey week in, week out for you?
Well, we paid a big price with Tariq and Milner and Jack Hindeswood and Pervis Estupinian this season. We have played a lot of time free at the back because we have had a lot of problems in the full-back position. He was crucial in Marseille when we scored the draw in penalty, but he played not so many games, and for us has been a big problem.
And just finally, 2 home games. How important is it for you and for the squad to finish on a really positive note with these last 2 matches and try and finish in the top half of the table?
It's important because after Sunday we go on holiday, and going on holiday without points, without the last 2 games, should be a problem for me. And second one, we want to close the season in the top 10 for sure, and we try to do that.
Thank you, Roberto.
Can I just ask about João Pedro? Is he fit?
Yes, can play, yes.
Thank you.